Hi there. Welcome this day to In Search for Wellness. In Search for Wellness is involved in the effort of searching for great information which can help us in our journey in search for wellness. And as we search for wellness, we look out for resources which can really help us. And God has provided for us to help our bodies. And God has hidden a lot of goodness for us within the plant kingdom, within the plant families, within the manufacturing power of plants. The plant kingdom, the plant families have been authorized by God to make food for man and to make food for the animals. And so the plant kingdom is a great resource. It's a great resource for great substances, great nutrients that can really greatly help our bodies. Today, welcome to In Search for Wellness. And let us look together at the onions. Today, we are going to look at the onions or the onion. The onion is a vegetable that is in every kitchen. And before I continue, I request you to please subscribe to this channel. And if this information is helpful to you, please share it with your family and friends. And please subscribe and so that you may receive every upload. So, onions. What are onions? Onions are vegetables. Onions are vegetables, or we can say onions is a vegetable that is in every kitchen. Every kitchen will use some onions per day. For the number of cookings that will take place in every kitchen, be sure that there will be an onion, either a bulbed red onion or a green spring onion or even the leeks. So all these category of onions, you find them in the kitchen. The other kind of onion that is a member of the onion family is the garlic. And you will not miss garlic in most kitchens. And people these days are using garlic in a big way. So onion is a vegetable that is in every kitchen. And in most times it is intended. Most times the onion is intended for a strong scent when it is fried with oil. So most times you'll find a person looking for a piece of onion. Most times you'll find a person looking for onions, but the intent is to create that strong scent when it is frying in the oil. And in most kitchens, the onion may be used only in small amounts. It may be used only in small amounts. But what we may say is that this small amount that we use when we are frying, when we start cooking our meals, our stews, our sauces, our vegetables, we use a little onion and we put it in the oil to fry for the purpose of giving us a scent. So that little onion, we may say that it is too little. It is too little to help the body. It is too small to help the body. And the body may not be able to get the wealth of nutrients that is in the onion. And even as we heat it in the soil, its goodness may be destroyed by the high heat of the soil, of the oil. The goodness of the onion will be heated, will be destroyed by the high heat of the onion. The goodness of the onion will even be destroyed by the high heat of the frying oil. Onions belong to the Allium vegetables. Onions belong to a group of vegetables called Allium, of the genus Allium. which include leeks, to include spring onions, to include chives and also garlic. Leeks, spring onions, and garlics are very popular. The red bulbed onion and the bulbed white onion. These are very popular in the Kenyan market, but most people will tend to use more of the red onion. Yeah, because that is what the farmers produce. Our farmers produce mainly the red onion. The red onion is the most popular with the farmers. They prefer the cultivation because probably it gives them a better return and it may grow better in most Kenyan soils. The bulbed red onion, as others in the family, are very nutritious vegetables. The onions are very nutritious vegetables. They contain many nutrients which may help the wellness of the body. Onions are very nutritious vegetables, and they contain phytonutrients. They contain nutrients, many nutrients, which really help in the wellness of the body. But this goodness and wellness of this goodness and rich nutrient content of the onions can only be obtained if the onions are used a little bit differently. We said that the little amount that we use when we are frying our stew or meat or something, it is too little. It is too little to benefit the cells. It is too little to benefit the cells. It cannot benefit the cells. And again, it is fried with the hot oil and it is destroyed by the hot oil. So at the end of the day, one's investment in onions, though onions are expensive, one's investment is just lost in the process of cooking, and one may not benefit at all. Many Kenyans may not benefit at all from the protective goodness of the onions. So what we are saying that the benefit of the body from the onions, from the goodness, nutrient goodness of the onions, can only be obtained if onions are used differently. For example, if one uses the onions in relatively larger amounts, and uses them in larger amounts every day. For example, a small bowl. If one has a big onion, if you have a big onion and cut it completely, it may fill a small bowl. So if one could use that amount in maybe steamed vegetables or just stir fry it quickly, and then mix it with the steamed vegetables. Don't allow it to be destroyed by the hot oil. And then use it regularly. Use it every day. That way, the onion will benefit the body in a big way. So that's what we are saying. For the onion to use to benefit the body in this case, it needs to be used in relatively larger amounts and used regularly. Used on a daily basis in relatively larger amounts. Just like the way one would use a grated carrot. One medium-sized grated carrot. When it is grated, it gives a lot. And so when a shredded big onion is shredded, it is distributed into a bigger volume. And so using that on a daily basis, that will help the body. The body will be able to get on a regular basis the goodness of the nutrients in the onions. And again, if it is stir fried quickly, for example, that one bowl, you quickly put it in the shallow oil and stir fry it quickly within a second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, or 5 seconds. You just turn it quickly and then remove it from the oil. And then you may steam the rest of the vegetables and then mix it with the vegetables, or just steam it together with the vegetables. So what you are saying is that a bowl of onion may be fried quickly, stir-fried quickly in shallow oil, very quickly. Within 5 seconds, you have removed it from the heat. It could be steamed alone, or it could also be steamed with other vegetables. It is possible that one bowl of onions, you can steam it together with finely shredded carrots. You can steam it together with shredded spinach, shredded zucchini, or even with some shredded cabbage, finely shredded cabbage. And you quickly steam them together, add your flavorings that you may like, and even add tomatoes to it. And there you have got your nice bowl of healthy steamed cocktail of vegetables that will really give you a lot of goodness. Because vegetables need to be eaten together with others. When you eat vegetables, it is always good to use that opportunity to use more than one vegetable so that you can enrich the supply of nutrients into your body. So these are ways in which we can change and use the onion differently, by ensure we use it a little bit bigger amount for regularly, every day. We ensure that we are incorporating the onion in our food. Even that bowl of onion, one can use it in the sauces when you are making your sauce, or when you are making your stew, or even when you are making soup. You can still add into your bowl, into your cooking pot, your onions, but you can add them towards the edge. Add them towards the edge so that they don't completely disappear from the substance. So those are ways in which we can really modify the usage of onions so that we can use it in a manner. We can use onions in a manner to help the body. Because for sure we know that onions, leeks, spring onions, garlic, they have such powerful body protecting phytonutrients that really need to be used in the body on a daily basis, and in a manner that they impact the body with health and goodness. And we may say that though onions are expensive, yes, we find them. They are usually among the expensive vegetables in the markets. But one may not benefit from this investment. One may not benefit from the investment of the onions if the onion is destroyed by the hot oil. When you buy your onion, although one buys maybe 2 kilos, but we are burning it, destroying it every day, every meal, we are destroying it with hot oil. You'll not benefit from that investment. That onion, you're not going to benefit the body at all. So if the onion is destroyed by the hot oil, the whole month, your investment on the onion that you have given out for the month, it will actually not protect your body and will not help the body, because the onion will be destroyed by the hot oil. But what you may say is that the health and wellness of one's body is worth the investment. It is worth the investment that you invest a little bit more on the onion. Invest a little bit more on the onion. as a part of the cocktail of vegetables that one may use. Just the same way may use quite a proportion of zucchini or courgette. When one buys zucchini, one may use a whole big zucchini in a meal. And so in the same way, that is the same way one may need to use onions in such a manner. And zucchinis and courgettes are also expensive, but people really like courgettes in Kenya. People really use courgettes a lot in Kenya. And so it is also good to use onions in the same way that one may use courgettes. Onions contains powerful cell-protecting phytonutrients. Onions in the whole of in this family, these vegetables in this family, they contain powerful cell-protecting phytonutrients. They have the class of organosulfurs. Organosulfurs, they are very good, and a lot of research has been done that they protect the cells from cancer development. So they have the organosulfur, like allicin. Allicin is one of the most powerful phytonutrients in the onions. It is there in garlic, it is there in the leeks and the spring onions. And it gives the onions such strong aroma. It gives the onions such strong aroma. The onions also contain flavonoids, phytonutrients of the flavonoids family, like the quercetin and anthocyanin. These are flavonoids. And flavonoids now have been known to be very powerful in heart health. They are very powerful in heart health. They are very powerful antioxidants and inflammatories. And in many cases, you hear people who actually use the onions for curative purposes. Onions have also been used for curative purposes. So these are some of the very powerful phytonutrients which are found within the onion family. They are the organosulfurs like allicin. They are flavonoids like quercetin and anthocyanin, especially the purple. The purple onion has got the anthocyanin purpleness. Phytonutrients are known now. It is well known now that phytonutrients are the antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. They help the body in various ways, and they protect the cells in various ways, in very many ways. And they'll protect the body from cancer. They'll protect the body from diabetes. They protect the body from heart problems. And also in their various functions. These phytonutrients are very, very protective to the cells and to the body. The onions also contain vitamins and minerals. The onions have the vitamins, vitamin C, they have B6 and a folate. Vitamin C is already a known antioxidant. It is a powerful antioxidant which is greatly required in the body. It is greatly required in the body on a daily basis. And it is also used in the pathway of neutralizing free radicals. In the same pathway where you find glutathione being used, vitamin C is also in that process of neutralizing the free radicals, which have the ability to damage the DNA. So we can see that the onions consumed in relatively large amount and prepared in a safe manner, not to destroy them, and used regularly on a daily basis in a large amounts, like you may use spinach or like you may use a zucchini or courgette. They will greatly, it's a very powerful family. This is a very powerful family which needs to be incorporated in the vegetable cocktail, or even in the soup or in the stew in a larger amount, or even in the sauces, in the omelets, when people are making their omelets, it is good to include, have every reason to include these Allium vegetables. B6 and folate, these are B vitamins, and B vitamins are drivers in cell reactions. B vitamins are very critical in the body, and they are the drivers. They are the drivers in all enzyme reactions in the body. They facilitate greatly in digestion in the gut and also in all other enzyme reactions, millions and trillions of enzyme reactions which are going on in the body daily. The B vitamins are needed there. The onions also contain the minerals sodium, potassium, manganese, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, iron, copper, and calcium. Minerals and vitamins, they are the drivers of metabolism. If the body has deficiencies in vitamins and has deficiencies in minerals for a long time, what will happen is that degeneration will take place. Degeneration will take place, and that is why we have seen these so many diseases of degeneration. They are called degenerative diseases. They are called degenerative diseases because of the failed efficiency in cell reactions in the metabolism. So when they're deficient in the body and in the cells for a very long time, the cell reactions become deficient. There is no longer efficiency. There is no longer efficiency in the cell reactions. And so because of this failed efficiency in the cell's metabolic action, this at the end of the day develops into clinical problems like cancer, diabetes, all these arthritis, Alzheimer's, dementia, all these come around because of deficiencies. So from what we see from the onion family is a very powerful family for food. It is a very powerful family that God has given to us. For many people who are not able to eat herbs and spices, the onion family can be used in really a larger amount on daily basis, with sukuma wiki, with spinach, with terere, for ugali and everything, even in sauces with lentils, with beans, with githeri, everywhere. Find reason to use this substance, these vegetables everywhere. They can be used in sauces, they can be used in soups, they can use with beans and lentils and meat and fish. Very good with fish. They can be used with vegetables. They can use with eggs. They can be used with everything. They are overall, and one can use them in every turn, every opportunity, in relatively larger amounts. And so from this information, you'll see that the little onion that we use at the beginning of cooking, one may have an investment of almost 1,000 shillings per month on the onions. One's budget may be 1,000 shillings for onions per month. But if that onion is only burnt in the oil, in the shallow frying of the oil to browning, be sure that onion does not benefit the body. And if it is only used in little amount, that little volume will not contribute to enough nutrients and phytochemicals. And so what you say is that the little onion placed in the oil at start of cooking cannot help the body. It is just a burnt up investment. It's just like a burnt up investment. And it is therefore recommended to use onions more often and in relatively larger amounts. Like one uses carrots, the way you may use carrot and grate the carrot and use a lot of it. And also the way one may use courgette or zucchini and just use a back of it in the mix of vegetables and all that. For example, like a bowl of chopped onions, like 1 to 2 large onions every day in the meals will be a good start. I always, for a long time, used onions in the same manner, small and burnt up. But at one point, I started migrating and using, I learned that onions can be very nice and very sweet and very tasty, bring out the vegetables very nicely, brings out the cabbage in such a favorable way, like meat. And from that time, I just choose to start investing a little bit more on onions. So I encourage you to try and choose working with onions in this way. And please leave your comment there and let me know how you have found this video helpful. Please remember to subscribe. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Please like my work, and please share this information with your relatives.